You know, I had, you know, when you look at winning games, you think, where can you be? I hope the players don't do it as a coach. I don't do that. But as we're going through it, I thought we're playing well, but there was a lot of games. I was tough. I don't know how these guys feel. It was a mentally draining weekend because we're playing so many good teams, and so many teams are coming after us. And I thought to win the Bucknell game after that buzzer beater ties it up was such a great step for us. There was a long journey in there. As I said, I was mentally drained through the 9 games, so I'm extremely proud of where we're at, getting contributions. And obviously, we're going to talk about Jaques and what he did. It doesn't surprise me, honestly. It doesn't surprise me because a kid plays like that way in practice for 4 years. He just hasn't gotten the opportunity. So I was confident, especially now that he's a senior, strong, he's an athletic kid, knows how to play, knows how he's got to play. And I thought he obviously put to it. He hurt them when they threw at Geoff.
Ryan, did you feel like the turnovers in the first half were more on you guys than anything they were doing?
Yeah, I think so. You know, if you look at it, I think a lot of them were because we were rushing a little bit. You know, I think the turnovers came and they kind of doubled off ball screens a little bit in the post a couple times. You know, I think Coach mentioned it at halftime, I think we were trying to make too great a play when a simple play would have got us 2 points. You know, we did that in the second half and we got a lot of easy baskets.
But the rotating committee at the 4 with Alex out, I mean, Curry was kind of big tonight in addition to things.
Yeah, we know all those guys can step in. That's the good thing about this team is we have a lot of depth, a lot of people who can step in. John came in and did a terrific job for us. And knocked on some shots, played good defense. And we did that out of all those guys.
Geoff, how about that stretch in the second half where you stole that outlet pass? And can you talk about the importance of that sequence to just to kind of build that lead back up to 15, 16?
Yeah, I like to take chances. It definitely kind of got us going. A lot of times, turnover like that, I'll get to the 3, if Ryan came down to the 3 soon after. And it got us rolling.
Dude, I thought that was a critical play because they were kind of on a roll. We're not getting anything on the offensive end, and they're scoring. And then he steals it. And then what else I'd like to hit, I thought he had poise the whole night. We were talking about slowing down a little bit. And he had 3 or 4 plays that he really slowed down, poised, and made shots over guys. And then that said, he didn't just, he was kind of open, but he weighed in. I think rolled over to 2 off it, and it's a backbreaker for them, for sure. And I think Geoff has done it, 9 games, has done a great job coming off the bench. And someone obviously that would love to start like everybody else, but he's embraced the role of coming off the bench and being energy. And people don't talk about him. He's going to make shots. And I think that's the advantage he has of coming off the bench. He's not in the scout like maybe he would be if he was a starter, and he's obviously just as dangerous.
Curry, what specifically was he able to give you tonight?
You know, Mark is so rugged, and it's not pretty at times. And I think these guys will agree, but like he brings something that we haven't had since these guys have been here. You have Foot in there, so you have another big body. But tonight, if Foot gets in foul trouble, and we bring in another big body that can put the ball in the basket, that can guard their bigs. We're not going into the typical, without lack of a better phrase, typical Ivy League 4-man. We're going to give 6'9", long, plays physical. He's a great matchup for bringing another guy in. I think he's done a great job with his role this year.
Coach, as well as this team's playing now to then have the break, what's the challenge then? It's a yearly thing where then you have the 2 weeks off, and then you have to get right back into it and try to resume playing at the high level you guys are at.
You know, I don't know how these guys feel about it, but they're used to it now, for one thing. And 2, I look forward to it. I think, you know, we played a lot of games. We haven't really practiced enough, in my opinion. Now these guys can, you know, get the injuries back at Alex Tyler, get their bodies back. We won't go long, but we'll teach different things. I think it makes us a better team if you do it that way. I think we will. I think we'll come out, and we've always played pretty well after finals with this group, and I'm looking forward to that stretch as well.
Is Alex still kind of on target to hit that December 20th?
Yeah, I think he'll start running this week. You know, it's just a sore, and he said he's got to get over it. He'll be fine.
With Alex coming back, what do you
Jaques,
see?
you can sit down, dude. You know, too.
Oh, you're talking about
Right, yeah,
over here.
You want to warm up here?
Sure. No?
Yeah.
Chair right there for
You guys have had a lot of depth, obviously, with Alex out. When he comes back, do you see guys like John still playing a role in that regular rotation, given what they've shown?
You know what I try to do as a coach? I try to be as honest as I can with guys and our team, and I try not to judge it on anything that happened in previous years. This is a whole different year, and what I try to do is, if John has played very well in practice. That's why he's playing in the game. With that, he got the opportunity because someone got hurt, and we have a kid like Eric Peck, who I think is going to be a terrific player for us. But at times, it's give or take right now with his transition from high school. John is a guy, as I talked about, is strong, experienced, intelligent, athletic, knows how to play, fits in with his group. And at this point in his career, I'm not surprised that he can come off the bench and help us or start.
John, when the 2 cuts off the foot that you got for layups, were they something that you kind of saw at halftime? He said, after forget the 2 turnovers, said we could do it this way and get layups?
Yeah, the coach was saying that they were doubling foot and we just had to adjust basically. Told us that 4 minutes just cut down the post basically every time they were doubling in. At first I was kind of spreading out at the 3-point line every time basically. The second half I tried to mix it up a little bit. The first few times I cut to the basket, delving layups. And then a few times I just kind of sagged in a little bit more, so I went to the 3-point line. So it just kind of depended on the situation, I guess.
When did you find out you were starting?
Well, a couple days ago in practice, coach just put me in with the first team, and I didn't really assume I was starting. I just kind of actually thought I was going to run with the first team, and then after the second day I stayed with the first team. I figured I was going to have some significant minutes and start. So I didn't really prepare for it any differently. Kind of just thought I would go out there and play hard and just take advantage of the opportunities I had. I kind of anticipated them not guarding me very much, so it was a little awkward the whole game being open like that, but I'll get used to it.
You said kind of the offense would come after the Jaques game, I think.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you got a better rhythm going?
Definitely, yeah. First few times out there, I was just trying to bring defensive energy, rebounding, hustle, that sort of thing. I'm still trying to do that, but now I feel like the more I play games, the more comfortable I am. Just handling the ball, game situations, that sort of thing. Knowing who to pass to and when to shoot. So I'll just get more comfortable as time goes on, I think.
Ryan, Garrett Reeves is a guy that usually defensively their best player in the league. I mean, how is he in terms of threes that you've gone up against on each other before?
Well, he's extremely athletic and extremely long. He makes it difficult because of that. I think he blocked that 1-3 where I thought I was pretty wide open, and he got a piece of it and got a breakaway dunk. And that's something he does extremely well. It makes it difficult because he's so athletic and
Coach, your team's ability to blow it open there in the first 10 minutes, or the first 5 minutes, really, the second half, does that speak to how explosive this team's capable of being, especially when you get to the back?
Well, what I think is, obviously, I think we're a very good offensive basketball team. And for the first 20 minutes, I thought St. Joe's tried to see, let's see how tough they are with the ball and what kind of decisions they make under stress. And it kind of worked. We turned the ball over. But I think once the guys put their mind to it, we have usually put 5 guys out there that all can pass it, all can shoot it, all can dribble. So I think we're difficult to play that way. And I think when you do that, we can make runs like that. And I think that's what you saw. I think the guys were waiting for that run too. So we were kind of frustrated that we tossed the ball all over the place, and we did miss some open shots in the first time.
Coach, you held their leading scorer from 1 of 7 shooting from the field. Talk about the defensive philosophy.
And it's something we're going to work on for the next 2 weeks. We have not been where we need to be defensively. I thought the last couple of days of practice, the guys really bought into it, that there's great communication out there. This was a great sign. I think this is a very explosive offensive team with young players, so if you let them get going, they can go. Before I watched the Boston College, they were very good. But I thought we were communicating better, rotating better, just a sense of how important defense is. And when these guys do that, they're a very good defensive team.
Geoff, you just talk about being on the floor and not being the center of the defensive plan where you know you're going to get shots, and just, I guess, how much fun that is to know that you're probably going to get some open looks and be able to hit them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always looking to shoot it if I got a wide open look. That's just something I've never kind of forced it, and coach has been kind of telling me to slow down, been kind of catching it, try to take it right to the basket. Thought I slowed down pretty well today, and if it wasn't open for the first one, kind of try to make a play, if not for myself, for somebody else.